Hello family, how are you doing? It's your girl Yasmin and I'm back with an interesting video. It's been a while, as usual, as I always tell you, you know what? Sometimes we get busy, you know, but whenever I get time, I usually make sure that I make a video and upload it immediately, okay? So that I don't keep you guys waiting for long. Right, so today is such an amazing day. I woke up with full of energy, feeling myself. My energy is on top right now. So I decided to do this video, something that has been troubling me for a very long time, something that I've dealt with for a very long time. And so, before we get into the video, please make sure you, first of all, subscribe, leave a comment, okay? Give it a thumbs up. Give this video a like, please. You can also share it. It's gonna help somebody. It's gonna help someone somewhere. All right, so right about now, let's dive into the topic. Okay, so today I'm going to be touching on anxiety and depression. All right, and how best to deal with it, or how best to cope with it. Right, so personally, you all know that I am a depression survivor. Okay, that has been happening, like I've suffered depression for quite, a lot of times. And it happens, intervals, okay, and different times also. So first of all, I'll start by defining what really causes depression or what is depression. All right. So depression is a combination of three things. Number one, anxiety. Two, worrying. And three, stress. So depression is a combination of three things. Depression is a combination of three things. Number one, anxiety. Two, worry. And three, stress. So I'll start by saying there is difference between worrying and being anxious. Okay. For instance, if someone shares, some sudden news to you, of course you start being worried. At the moment you start being worried, this leads now to anxiety. Because you're gonna ask yourself, what next? Or you even start to put yourself in the position of now that person that has shared the news with you. Now you're already being anxious. Alright. So, like on my case, this is what triggered my depression. Number one, whenever anything sudden happens, okay, it could be within my surrounding, or it could be somewhere else, or even someone might call me and tell me, this and this and this and that has happened. That is already a trigger to me. Number one, I start worrying, I get anxious, and definitely I'm gonna get stressed up, resorting to depression. And also, when past experiences repeat themselves, I really get very agitated. Okay, and this comes with mood swings. It comes with a lot of bitterness. Okay, and when you combine mood swings, bitterness, stress, anxiety, getting worried, you're already depressed. Okay, so one of the things that I have noted is that most people don't really know how to tell when they are depressed, and it's actually very simple. You see, whenever you find yourself not at peace, you're not even able to breathe sometimes. Okay, you're only concentrating on thinking about one thing, or you get worried about this one situation that has happened on this day, or what is going to happen at this time, or what is going to happen in future. What if this person does this? The feeling of being anxious and being worried, and you combine this with stress, it definitely leads you into depression. All right. So the major triggers are whenever past experiences repeat themselves, okay, or when something sudden happens. Third, when I get hurt, like let me put it in a way that it doesn't mean that it has to be someone close to you, but for as long as someone that you've been, you know, someone that you've been used to, someone that you've been, you know, doing things with, someone that you've been, let's say even, you know, doing life with, you know, business wise or not even business wise, it could be even family. So whenever someone lets you down, for me, that is a trigger for depression. Big time, by the way, a big time. Number three, when someone lies to me. Let me tell you guys, me, I'm one person. I'm really straight, by the way. I'm really straight. Okay. One thing with me, one thing with me, one thing with me, I never lie. Okay. I rather give you an excuse than lying to you. Because what happens with me is that I usually tell you things as they are, as in I'm just straight. Okay. So whenever someone lies to me, it really breaks me. By the way, it really breaks me totally. Okay. Someone may ask themselves, why do, you know, depression survivors suffer depression, you know, like multiple times? I think for me, number one, whenever you go through depression, there's always something in you that tells you, you know what, you need to defend yourself, you know, from this thing attacking you again. Okay? Because number one, let me tell you something. Being depressed is like you're already sick. It's like you're obsessed with something that you cannot even explain to anyone. Okay? You just feel it within yourself, but then it's really hard to express it. Okay? And let me say, for we ladies, it's a little bit much easier to sit down with a lady friend, try to open up, you know, someone that you really trust, someone that you are close with. It's really easy for we ladies. For men, it could be a little bit difficult because, you know, it's not easy to share, for men to share a lot of, you know, a lot of stuff with their fellow men. So you could suffer, you know, depression multiple times, even like 5 times, 10 times, 20 times. Okay, depending with the situation that you are in, and the people that surround you could determine the number of times you could go through depression, especially if they don't have understanding of how, or how depression, you know, does happen. Okay, for instance, there's a video that I did in the past, and I did mention some types of depression. There's marriage depression. You could be married to someone that is depressing you, or you could be going through issues in a marriage. Number two, you could have lost your partner. Number three, it could be job wise, friendship, relationship, love, okay, family. Besides marriage, there's, you know, family depression. Okay, so it's a lot of things combined together. Let me tell you guys. So you could also be, you know, it could be sickness. So all these things, you know, there is a way that you could deal with them. And now I want to be touching on how best to deal with depression. Okay, I'm gonna give you 5 points that have really helped me. Okay, so number one, create a rapport with your depression. Talk back to your depression, as in talk to what is the issue that is depressing you. Talk to the issue that is depressing you. Talk to it, like converse with the issue, like one on one, like you are conversing with someone else. Like sit down like this and converse with the issue. Talk to it, because the moment you speak, you know, to that issue, it has already come out of your chest, it has already come out of your mind, and now this suppresses down the level of your depression. Number two, write down. what you think could be pushing you, towards your depression, and analyze it one by one. Analyze it one by one. Okay. Number 3, exercise. And this exercise doesn't mean you have to yoga, you have to do push-ups. No, you can do cleaning, you can go shopping, you can go visit friends. So exercise involves a lot. It's just you to choose which way does best for you, right? So number 4 is jog your mind. And jogging your mind involves, you could, okay, there are a lot of groups online for depression survivors and for people going through depression. In those groups, there are a lot of questions being asked and being answered. There are a lot of rhetoric questions, by the way. Or on you yourself, if you don't want to involve in those groups, on YouTube, there are a lot of rhetoric questions concerning depression that you can ask yourself and answer. Okay, there is also an answer book, by the way. Whether you answer it correct, of course, you'll see there. If you don't answer it correctly, you'll see there. Okay, so you can ask yourself rhetoric questions and answer them back. Or you can even join these online groups, for depression survivors and people going through depression. Number 5, share it with a therapist. Okay, because mostly you can never go through depression and fail to see a therapist. It is impossible. It is impossible. Okay, because let me tell you guys, depression is such a heavy thing. You can share with your friends, you can share with family, you can share with your love, with the love of your life, with your close partner, with a guardian. But let me tell you guys, these things need a specialized therapist, someone you can sit down with, like one-on-one, get to open up, like pour out yourself. Because sometimes it's not possible that you pour out to your friends, pour out to your partner. So a therapist is someone that maybe you'll meet twice or thrice or 10 times and that's it. That is the end of it. So that means that this person will never share your story outside there. So you have a chance to pour out yourself, get understood by someone, someone who has dealt with this thing quite a long time. Okay, so one thing that I love to say, do not die inside. Do not die inside. Whereas there is someone out there who can help you, go through this thing. Go through this thing, smoothly, walk with you, through the up and downs. Yeah, and everything is just possible. It is possible for you to come out of depression, but now this doesn't guarantee you that it's over. No. No. Although it also determines with what type of depression that we are going through. Some depressions, they can occur like many times. Others occur like once, twice, thrice. Others can occur like once, or others can occur like twice, depending with the situation that you are in also. And by the way, guys, did you know the people that live around you can put you into depression? And did you know that the same people can also help you come out of depression? I know it's so funny, right? I think this is something that so many people have ignored for a very long time. And so many people don't know when they go through depression and how they come out of it. They do not know how they get into it and when they come out. Because they don't get to share. Or they don't get to sit down, listen to themselves, write down these things, and converse with, the situation. As in conversing with depression itself. Yeah, so that was today's topic for me. I felt like it could be good if I shared this thing. Someone texted me on Instagram and they told me, you know what, girl, you need to share this thing again. Okay? And why not? Why not? So that has been it from me today. And I hope you guys appreciate this video. Okay? And if you want us to do more of these sit down topics, please leave a comment. Okay? give it a thumbs up. And I love you so much. I love you so much. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.